Hi, I'm Kyle Richman, and today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Anderson, the head of the history department here at Monomoy Regional High School. Without further ado, let's head into the classroom. All right, so we are in the classroom here with Mr. Anderson. We're going to get into some questions with him and ask him a little bit about himself. So to start off, where did you attend college and what did you major in?
I went to UMass Amherst and I majored in history, and I got a degree in secondary ed so that I could be a high school teacher.
Very nice, thank you. So prior to becoming a teacher here at Monomoy, what did you do before you got here?
So prior to coming to Monomoy, after I graduated from UMass, I became a stockbroker at Fidelity Investments. Had the big Series 7 exam there, took that, became a stockbroker, which I learned a lot from. But ultimately, I knew I wanted to teach, so I went back to Western Mass and was at a great school called Minnechaug Regional, next to Amherst, and was there for 2 years, but ultimately knew I wanted to be back home, which is Cape Cod, and I had targeted either Harwich or Chatham, and I got a job at Harwich, and then that ultimately became Monomoy, so I kind of got like the 2-for-1 and became a Monomoy slash Chatham slash Harwich high school teacher.
What courses do you teach here at Monomoy High School?
So I teach, this year I'm teaching AP European History. It's the first year that our school has had it, which has been a lot of fun. Usually AP European History classes have 6 to 12 kids in them, and we have 45 kids in 2 classes, which is pretty awesome. And then traditionally I've taught World History because that's always been my favorite class, and so I'm teaching 3 sections of that. Usually I teach global investing as well with my stockbroker background, and we'll probably do that next year too.
So I know you coach the boys and girls varsity high school teams, golf teams here at the high school, but when did your journey in golf really start?
So my golfing journey as the golf coach of the boys team in the fall and the girls team in the spring, it started probably around 5 or 6 years old. I'm a sports lefty, but what happens to most sports lefties, they give you righty clubs. So for a few years, my first few years, I actually played righty. I do my fine motor skills righty anyway, so that worked for a bit. But ultimately, around 10 years old, I switched to lefty. And so from there on, I've played a ton of golf. I didn't play it in high school because I played year-round soccer, but I continually played throughout high school and college, and then became the boys coach first here, and then I helped create the girls team, which has been really a very successful team.
Lastly, what are some fun hobbies you like to do outside of school in your free time?
So my favorite thing to do in my free time, I guess if you ask my kids and my wife, they'd say 2 things right away. They'd say either go out on our boat to the sandbar off of Barnstable Harbor because we live in Barnstable Village, or go golfing. And in the summer, I pretty much do both every day.
That's going to wrap it up here for the questions with Mr. Anderson. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.